guys, my name is Haley-Louise and welcome to my channel. Also, welcome to the first segment of the series that I still have not named, so for now I'm just going to say we need to talk, and then followed by the subject. I approached you guys with this idea last week or the week before, and basically said if you have any ideas of topics that you would want me to talk about, just things in general, subjects that are not just sort of like beauty related or fashion based, or they can be if you want, I don't mind. And oh my goodness, did you guys come through. I had like a whole list, a plethora of ideas from people, and thank you so much for all those suggestions. I've written them all down. I am going to try and get through them. Today we are going to be discussing the work-life balance. This subject was suggested by Little Owl Loves here on YouTube. She is a fabulous girl, and I will leave her link in the description box down below. You should definitely go and check her out. She does vlogs, she does fashion videos, and she has a cat as well, so yay! Thank you so much for your suggestion. I am basically gonna blab on for the next couple of minutes, so get yourself a cuppa, pause this video. Let's talk about work-life balance. The idea that you can get up and do everything in a day and be like a Pinterest or Tumblr person and have all of these ideas and organisation and everything, to me is just a little bit OTT and over the top. When you actually do work a full-time job, it can be very difficult to get in all of the other areas and criteria that you need in your life. Let's just work our way back from the basics. So number one, sleep. We need sleep. That's pretty obvious. Food, we also need to eat. We need to drink. We need to have time, you know, to shower, bathe ourselves. So that's the basics. If you look at that as a time schedule, what do most people get? 6 to 8 hours sleep a night? That's 6 to 8 hours out of your day gone, isn't it? And you have to get up early and go to work. Based on a lot of people, what do people work? 10-hour shifts? See you 10 hours. Okay, so now we're down to like, you know, 17, 18 hours gone out of a 24-hour period. What do we do with the time that we have left? Of course, then you've got to fit in the food and the showering and the, you know, life. Cleaning your house, cleaning your car, sorting out bills, and then let's add in YouTube. How many hours does it take you to film, edit, upload and promote your YouTube? 3-4 hours, maybe a couple of days, spread over a couple of days period, depending on what you're doing. Yeah, then what do you have left? I feel like you need to have priorities, and you need to understand as well that you cannot be this monster that can do all of these things all in one day. What I find really helpful is writing lists. I know it sounds so simple and so silly, but writing a list. Not a list for that specific day, not a list for that specific week. Some things you do have to do in a certain time period, but just a few things that when you see that maybe you will have time to do it at some point in the future, but maybe you'll forget about it, write it down. I have so many things on the list of things that I just need to write down and do to just remind you, and it takes the stress off of falling back behind things and doing things that may not be as important as your time at that moment to do other things. I feel like it is really important to have the time for yourself, and this past year I worked 7 days a week, probably for the past 2 years, and it got really difficult. Obviously, I'm not saying give up your job, because that's also ridiculous. People need to work, you need to pay your bills and run a household, or pay rent, and I think sometimes you have to, like, the problem is that I think people think that they're like, they start neglecting certain parts of their life, and I feel like maybe you, like, by categorizing things, not putting them in a list of what's number one. This isn't like, you know, ooh, these are my top 8 on MySpace and everyone used to have arguments over it, but I feel like just keeping in contact with your friends. Yeah, maybe you can't go out every single Saturday night, but maybe you can just drop them a text or a message on Facebook or little things like that to just sort of like keep everyone in the loop and keep in contact. When it comes to family and things like that as well, the line's are always open. I mean, my family is pretty great, to be honest, and a lot of my friends are as well. I'm very lucky in the fact that we're all busy and we all have our own lives and we all have our own stuff to do. So we all understand that we're not all going to be available like we used to when we were teenagers. Just little things, just little messages and things to let people know that, you know, you are thinking of them even if you can't be there all of the time with stuff. I would say as well, one night, if it's one night a week, if it's one night a month, give yourself time or a day or a few hours to do something that you want to do, not something that you have to do. There is a big difference in that, and I get confused by it myself a lot. So one night a week, even if it's something like I'm going to take a whole hour out and I am going to do a face mask, I'm going to have a bubble bath, I am going to sit down and watch this entire series on Netflix. You know, it's just little things like that. You need your brain to kind of relax and get into that sort of chill zone. Sleep obviously is really, really important, and looking after yourself. And I feel like that is a big part of being able to keep a work-life balance, because if you are not looking after yourself, you're going to be tired, you're going to be worn out, you're going to be cranky and irritable, and when you do have time, you are not going to want to go out and interact with people. I know this from self-experience. I just think I've got this one night this week, these few hours, and people are asking me to come out for a birthday party, and why should I come out for a birthday party? And it's not because I don't want to, it's not because I hate everyone, it's just because I have not been looking after myself, and it really, really can take a toll. I would say your diet and your sleep patterns really, really need to be regulated, regardless of what hours you work, if you do nights, if you do days, if you only do a couple of days a week, swapsies. The whole thing of balance is that you do literally, sad but true, you have to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and also have that room to forgive yourself that if that task does not get done that day, and it's not really important that it gets done on that specific date, then let yourself say, okay, that's fine. What else can I do in this time that I have now? I don't have time for that. What else can I do in this time I have now? And if you suddenly find yourself with a free hour, go and visit a friend. Just go and just do something, tick it off your list. Have days out, arrange days out with your friends or your family that you can all meet up together in one place. You can all come together at one place at one time, and it's all scheduled and organised. I know this sounds really, as I'm saying it, it just sounds like random stuff that you're like, well, yeah, that makes sense. But when you are stressed out and you're overworked and you're tired, you don't think about these things. You just sort of think, I don't have time for my relationships that I do have. I don't have time for this all of the time. And the thing is that the reality of the situation is you have to make time. You have to make time for things that you enjoy doing. There's lots of things that I enjoy doing. I really enjoy doing YouTube. Does it always pan out that I would love to be able to make a video every single day, but I know that at this point, at this stage, I don't have the time to do that, and that's okay. And I think a lot of people, even though you may think that a lot of people might have negative opinions about that, you have to do what's right for you and your sort of capabilities. And if you feel that you are pushing yourself too hard as well, take notice of your body, take notice of your mental health. If that is starting to get on top of you, then something has got to give, and do not let it be your health, whether that be physical or mentally. I know that in my own head I am capable of reaching certain goals within a day, and I think you just have to allow yourself, like I said, that one day a week or that 1 hour or that 1 day a month to do what you want to do, and really have that sort of like chill out time. So it's less about the work-life balance and more about sort of your capabilities within yourself. Some people can get up at the crack of dawn, they can do a workout, they can have breakfast, they can eat with friends, they can go to work, they can do lots of stuff while they're there and be very, very productive. And that is really, really hard, especially at the beginning of a new year. I feel like everyone has these resolutions and then all of the energy goes from here and then it suddenly just goes and drops. And especially like Blue Monday, hashtag Blue Monday, has just been and gone, and I just thought this little video would be a really good sort of way of putting across just little things that I've learned in life. Was it helpful at all? I don't know. Let me know in the comments section down below if you want me to talk more about specific subjects regarding this, or any more topics in general really, and I shall add them to my list of things to talk about. So yeah, basically look after yourself and don't sweat it. If something's not done, it's not done, and it's not the end of the world. Unless it's the end of the world, in which case panic. So yeah, that was my video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far to the end, as always, all of the social media links and whatnot are in the description box below, as well as Little Our Loves channel. So go and check it out. Send us some love. I will see you guys next time with another video. Press the subscribe button so you don't miss another episode, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful in some way. Let me know. Like I said, let's have a chat in the comments section below about anything that you want to know or want me to chat about, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!